New Minecraft Snapshot once again, and we have a lot of new stuff actually. So they made it so maces can now be enchanted. You're able to have mending, unbreaking, fire aspect, curse of vanishing, bane of arthropods, and smite on your mace now. And then we also have new enchants. We have density, breach, and windburst. These come in their book forms as well. I'll get into how to get that later, and yes, you can have all of them on a weapon at a singular time. The first new enchant is density, which makes it so you do 1 more damage for every block you fall per level of density. So if you have density 5, you'll do 5 damage per block you fall. The reason that they're adding this is because they did actually rework the mace, so it was changed from 2.5 hearts to 1.5 hearts. How breach works is the effectiveness of the armor per breach level is reduced by 15%, stacking at a max of 60%. And finally, we have the rarest one, which is Windburst. Windburst can only go up to level 3. These are the max levels, by the way, so you have 5, 4, and 3. So what Windburst does is it lets you, whenever you hit an enemy, it launches you and them in the air. You would do something like that. And yes, this works by spam clicking. The way you get these enchants is density is a common enchant from enchanting tables. Breach is a rare enchant from enchantment tables. And Windburst can only be found in vaults. And there's a new type of them, which I will get to soon. Next, they have new effects, actually. By splash oozing on the mob, upon death, they will spawn 2 slimes. These will always be the medium sizes. Weaving makes them spread cobwebs upon death, which cobwebs actually have got a sound overhaul. Next we have wind charged, which will create a wind explosion on death, and this is only once their body like despawns, so it's not technically when they die. Next one is infestation, which is, in my opinion, the coolest. So whenever an entity is damaged, they have a 5% chance of spawning 1 to 2 silverfishes. And also, yes, these do stack. So if I oozing, weaving, wind charged, which is kind of funny because the slimes get launched in the air when they spawn. Well, now that we're in an outpost, now I can demonstrate to you the changes they made to the pillager captain. So, pillager captain right here. But when I kill him, so as you can see, when I kill him, I get this new item, the ominous bottle. So these new ominous bottles, they are the new way of getting the bad omen effect. These can be cancelled off by milk. And then they come in a variant for every single bad omen level. And they can be stacked. There's a new item right here, which I will get to in a second. This is from New Mechanic with trial chambers. So now that we're at the trial chamber, whenever you drink the ominous bottle, you will get the bad omen effect, but by going near the spawners, they will become into the new spawners variants, which are way harder. Also, mobs in these new spawners will also come with the special effects. And if you cannot see, I just got an ominous trial key. Also, it is the trial omen. When you enter the trial chamber, it's turned into trial omen, which is another new effect. And the way that functions is by it turns any of these spawners into a trial spawner that is in your radius. And this is the new ominous vault, which by using the vault key, it will unlock way better loot. Furthermore, exploring these vaults, I will also demonstrate more. Also, if you could not tell, there are way more mobs now, because the trial vaults, and as you can see, these slimes did not spawn here. There are 2 of them, and this was from the... No, upon killing these guys, this one just split into there. Actually, goof. Here we go, another ominous trial key. These do not work. The ominous trial keys, and these are the only trial keys you get from the ominous spawners, at least that I'm aware of. So these normal spawners, they're not compatible whatsoever. Mojang actually changed the way you get the heavy core. The heavy cores are now probably even rarer, and not being able obtained through these normal vaults. The only way to get them is through the new ones, the ominous ones. Something else about this is that also the flow, banner pattern, and trim will only be obtained through the ominous vaults as well, with both being still obtained in the normal vaults. Also, if you couldn't tell, these new ones spawn in platforms above every other one, so you can tell from the face and also just from them being higher ground. Alright, please be one I did loot. Alright, hopefully, please, just give me. Oh my god, finally. This took way too long, but it really just shows you how rare they actually made the heavy core now. Because now, it is, if you couldn't tell, only obtained in these new vaults, which spawn sparsely in trial chambers. And also, just to prove to you that you cannot get this, and look at my heavy cores. I've run through all of this. No more heavy cores.